He was one of the brightest young stars in the NFL, a New England Patriots tight end with fame, fortune, and a future that seemed limitless. But behind the touchdowns and bright lights was a darker side. In 2013, Aaron Hernandez was arrested and later convicted for the murder of Odin Lloyd, a shocking crime that exposed the dangerous intersection of wealth, fame, and violence.
This was the scene in front of Aaron Hernandez's home at 8:47 a.m. The then Patriots tight end being carted out in handcuffs. 2 hours later, the NFL team let him go, and he was here at the North Attleboro Police Department. Fans watched as the now former Patriots player was carted into court. Here, he was charged with the murder of 27-year-old Odin Lloyd of Dorchester.
An astonishing talent.
He was projected to be one of the best tight ends of his generation.
He's a very good player.
Turned American tragedy.
What state you, Madam Foreperson?
Guilty of murder in the first degree.
Aaron Hernandez was living the dream of many young athletes. Drafted in the first round of the 2010 NFL Draft, winning Super Bowl 49 with the Patriots, and earning recognition as one of the league's rising stars. But behind the public persona was a man struggling with anger issues, alleged gang affiliations, and a private life that included risky associations. On June 17, 2013, Odin Lloyd, a 27-year-old semi-professional football player and acquaintance of Hernandez, was found murdered near Hernandez's North Attleboro home in Massachusetts. His death shocked the public, especially because it involved a high-profile NFL player. Investigators quickly focused on Hernandez. Evidence mounted rapidly. Security footage placed him near the scene. His cell phone records showed his presence in suspicious locations, and witness testimony implicated him. According to reports, Lloyd had been in a relationship with the sister of Hernandez's fiancée, giving the crime a personal motive. Authorities allege that Hernandez lured Lloyd to an isolated industrial park, where Lloyd was shot multiple times. Surveillance cameras and forensic evidence linked Hernandez directly to the crime. In June 2013, Aaron Hernandez was arrested and charged with first-degree murder. During the trial in 2015, prosecutors detailed a narrative of premeditated murder, presenting evidence of Hernandez's planning and attempts to cover up the crime. Despite a high-profile defense team and intense media scrutiny, Hernandez was found guilty of first-degree murder and sentenced to life in prison without parole. The murder rocked the NFL and fans around the world. A promising career ended abruptly, and the Patriots severed all ties with Hernandez. The case also revealed Hernandez's alleged involvement in other violent incidents, creating a portrait of a man whose off-field life was increasingly dangerous. In 2017, Hernandez was found dead in his prison cell from suicide at the age of 27.
We do move on tonight and to new reporting here this evening after a former Patriot star was discovered dead in his cell. Authorities say it was a suicide. Tonight, what was discovered written on Aaron Hernandez's head when he was found in that cell,
leaving fans, teammates, and the public stunned. His death added another layer of tragedy to an already dark story, highlighting the consequences of choices, anger, and unchecked behavior. Odin Lloyd's family and supporters expressed both grief and relief at the conviction, but the loss of his life remained permanent. The case also sparked broader discussions about mental health, the pressures of professional sports, and the potential influence of past trauma and criminal associations. Aaron Hernandez's story is a stark reminder that fame, talent, and success cannot shield anyone from the consequences of violence and poor decisions. A rising NFL star became a cautionary tale, a life cut short by crime, rage, and tragedy. The murder of Odin Lloyd left a mark on the sports world and serves as a chilling lesson. Even the brightest stars can fall, leaving devastation in their wake. Hernandez's legacy, both on and off the field, is now inseparable from the dark story of that fateful night in 2013. She was a rising star on American Idol, chasing her dreams of fame and success. But in October 2008, Jennifer Hudson's world was shattered forever. Her mother, brother, and young nephew were brutally murdered. A tragedy that struck at the heart of her family and left the world in shock.
Let's get right to Monday's emotional testimony from Jennifer Hudson, the superstar breaking down on the stand. She was a first witness in the trial of her former brother-in-law charged in the 2008 murders of Hudson's mother, brother, and 7-year-old nephew.
Mourners gather at a Chicago church for a private funeral for Jennifer Hudson's slain mother, brother, and 7-year-old nephew.
I remember it like yesterday.
A grisly discovery was made inside an Illinois home.
I was literally picking up my bags to walk out the door to go to my mother's house.
We're being told by the medical examiner that the victims include an adult woman and an adult man.
Jennifer Hudson had captivated audiences with her powerful voice, talent, and determination. But fame could not shield her from personal tragedy. In 2008, her family became the victims of an unimaginable act of violence. Her estranged sister, Julia Hudson, had ended her marriage, but her husband, William Balfour, harbored deep resentment. On October 24th, he committed a horrific crime that would forever scar the Hudson family. Balfour broke into the home of Julia Hudson and her family. In a violent rampage, he murdered Jennifer Hudson's mother, Darnell Donnerson, her brother, Jason Hudson, and her 7-year-old nephew, Julian King. The brutality and senselessness of the crime left the nation stunned. Authorities launched an immediate investigation, and Balfour became the prime suspect. Evidence linked him directly to the murders, and he was eventually arrested. In 2012, he was convicted of the triple murder and sentenced to 3 consecutive life sentences without parole. For Jennifer Hudson, the aftermath was devastating. She lost multiple members of her family in one night, yet she channeled her grief into her art, advocacy, and public appearances, turning tragedy into a source of strength. The murders sparked national attention and conversations about domestic violence, familial conflict, and the dangers of estranged relationships. Jennifer Hudson became a symbol of resilience, continuing her music and acting career while honoring the memory of her loved ones. Annual tributes, awards, and charitable efforts in memory of her nephew and family members help keep their legacy alive. Through it all, Jennifer has spoken about the importance of healing, resilience, and finding light in the darkest moments. The murder of Jennifer Hudson's family was a tragedy that shook the world, but it also highlighted her strength and perseverance. She survived unimaginable loss, proving that even in the face of profound grief, it's possible to honor those we've lost by living fully and fearlessly. Though the pain remains, Jennifer Hudson's voice and her story continues to inspire millions. It was called the Trial of the Century. OJ Simpson, football legend turned Hollywood celebrity, was accused of murdering his ex-wife, Nicole Brown Simpson, and her friend, Ron Goldman. The nation watched, riveted by a case filled with fame, wealth, and shocking brutality. But in the end, Simpson was acquitted, leaving the public divided and the families devastated.
OJ Simpson, at this point a fugitive from justice, suspected of murder. From humble beginnings, he had been an emblem of all-American success who parlayed his fame off the field too, starring in Hollywood films like Naked Gun.
Nordberg, hiya buddy, hey!
Watch O.J. Simpson, #1 halfback, demonstrate a really close shave.
A story that won't go away. A jury may have acquitted Simpson in 1995, but most people still believe he committed the murders. But not this woman, OJ Simpson's sister, Shirley Baker. And now she's breaking her silence only to Inside Edition.
Do you believe OJ Simpson is innocent of murder?
I know he did not kill Nicole and Ron.
OJ Simpson was a household name long before the murders, a Hall of Fame running back, an actor, and a celebrity known for charm and charisma. On June 12, 1994, Nicole Brown Simpson and Ron Goldman were found brutally murdered outside her Los Angeles home. Blood evidence, footprints, and a series of mysterious events immediately pointed investigators toward OJ, sparking one of the most infamous criminal investigations in American history. The evidence against Simpson was compelling. Blood at the crime scene matched his DNA, a glove found near the murder site, and a history of domestic abuse toward Nicole. But Simpson was nowhere to be found that night, triggering a low-speed chase on national television as he rode in a white Ford Bronco with friend Al Cowlings, watched by millions across the country. Simpson was arrested and charged with double murder, setting the stage for a highly publicized criminal trial. Over months of testimony, investigators and experts presented evidence of DNA, blood patterns, and Simpson's prior behavior. Meanwhile, Simpson's defense team, famously known as the Dream Team, attacked the credibility of the LAPD, claiming mishandling of evidence and racial bias, turning the trial into a spectacle of courtroom drama. After 9 months, the jury returned a verdict. Not guilty, Simpson was acquitted of criminal charges, shocking much of the nation and fueling debates about race, celebrity influence, and the criminal justice system. However, in a subsequent civil trial, Simpson was found liable for the wrongful deaths of Nicole and Ron, ordered to pay millions in damages to their families. The O.J. Simpson case remains one of the most famous and polarizing legal events in modern history. It changed how the media covers crime, demonstrated the influence of celebrity on justice, and left an indelible mark on public consciousness. Nicole Brown Simpson and Ron Goldman's families continued to speak out, demanding justice, while Simpson's life took dramatic turns. Legal battles, prison sentences for unrelated crimes, and ongoing public scrutiny. The case continues to spark documentaries, podcasts, and debates, ensuring its place in cultural and legal history. The murders of Nicole Brown Simpson and Ron Goldman were tragic, senseless, and forever tied to one of the most infamous trials in history. O.J. Simpson's acquittal left a divided nation, questions unanswered, and families forever grieving. It remains a cautionary tale about wealth, fame, the complexities of the justice system, and how public perception can shape even the most high-profile criminal cases.